Okay, Fire Station 9, Ian.
Well, the problem is we're not listening to the residents. I mean, this is the overarching issue in this city. This is why folks who know me here know why I co-founded the Long Beach Reform Coalition. We did not listen to the residents on Fire Station 9 when they said, why are you closing this all of a sudden? Tell us the details. Let us help you to see if there are other options. I am not convinced that we needed to close that fire station. Why am I not convinced? Because we had a big town hall meeting called by Councilman Austin's office here. We had Chief Espino and Chief Luna here. And it was purportedly a meeting to explain why the fire station was being closed. And they didn't say anything. They didn't explain what was even in the city memo about how the next step is to hire a water intrusion expert to deal with the supposed issue that we can't fix the mold in there. Now, anybody in the real estate industry has never heard of a building that can't be mold remediated. How does that make any sense whatsoever? And then when you ask questions of these city, you say, well, there was a prior remediation. Why is it now a tear down all of a sudden? And I went up to Chief Espino, the fire chief myself, at the end of that, and I asked him, obviously we're all concerned if there are firefighters becoming ill, as you say, can you tell me what is the nature of these illnesses? And he stood there stone-faced. I couldn't believe it. He literally couldn't answer the question. So it's like this black box, and we're not allowed to know what's going on. We're just handed something and told, oh, now we're not going to have a paramedic response locally here. The Aweta family, one of the most tragic things to happen in this community in so many years, this family that was hit by the drunk driver on Country Club Drive a couple Halloweens ago. They were so close to that fire station, but it had just closed. I'm not saying that they would have been saved, but they would have had a better shot. So why are these things happening without community outreach? And now that we have activists in the community who want at least the opportunity to go out and get grants and turn it into a museum and at least save the building, why does the city refuse to even answer their phone call?
Okay, and so rebuttal 1 minute, Megan.
I'll be quick. The Aweta family are my friends. And that was a tragedy. And they had tragedy before that. So I just want to call out their name as a family and a member of our community, that they don't deserve to have their tragedies being used for political points. So to Vera and Joe.
Seriously, Megan? This is about life and death in this community. It's real. Response times are the difference between people living or dying from a heart attack, from a stroke, from an asthma attack. This is the responsibility of this city. And when this city doesn't take it seriously, we suffer the consequences. Now, that was just one example, but these examples happen every single day. So there's nothing exploitative about pointing out that we need fast response times, that we need to have a local dispatch. That is the responsibility of a future council member. So if you're not going to be a forceful advocate on that issue, you shouldn't be running.
I'm not going to gang up on you. I am going to say this. So what just occurred is truth, though. Okay. Just look around and understand what the truth is. That's an emotion. This is an emotion. Coming from law enforcement, I see emotions all the time. I have to handle them differently. I have to handle you. If I come to your house differently, I have to handle you differently. And those emotions sometimes are just going to have to be put aside when you're in city council, sitting at that table, or as Ian told me once, it's called a dais. I'm learning all these new things. So what I'm here to tell you, though, is I will not be afraid to ask those questions. And I know sometimes our feelings are going to get hurt, and I understand your family, that you know the people that are involved. Are you okay? Oh, no, that you know the people and that hurts us. But sometimes the truth becomes the issue. And we need to make sure we're not afraid. We're not afraid of asking those questions, and we're not afraid of bringing it up even. Thank you.
Thank you.